Hello, I was asked to supply some information about how I secure the awning on Audrey. So here we go. You can see there I have an eye bolt that goes through the extrusion of the fascia. And up here I have a small double plate so that the eye bolt's not just pulling on the extrusion, it is actually pulling on the double plate first to help spread the load. Now the reason I did this is the awning nearly went over the top of Audrey a bit over a year ago now when we had a really good gust of wind come along. Yes, I had pegs in the original legs and ropes, etc. and whatnot. And what happened is this fitting, this end cap I'll call it, on the end of the fascia came out. So therefore the anti-flap kit and any ropes and anything else I had attached to this was no longer attached to the fascia. So the fascia went north, and thankfully I was right nearby, so I was able to catch it and stop it from doing any more damage other than destroying this arm that's here. So you can see I don't have the legs here anymore. Before that, I did this modification, and then I have this mallet with two load rated ropes, and the mallet's load rated as well. So whenever we put the awning out, we have two 10-inch pegs in the ground and the two ropes spread out at different angles at each end of the awning to hold it in place. So now we're not relying on this end cap and we're not relying on the anti-flap kit. Now, the next part, you'll notice that I don't have the factory legs there anymore. We use adjustable tent poles now to support our awning. So again, suitable hole drilled into the fascia, and this time on the underneath, I've got a metal doubler to help spread the load, and the eye bolt that has the mallet on it is used to hold everything in place there quite nicely. So now if the awning wants to flex up and down, it can, and it's not going to come off this pin here. This knuckle, as I'll call it, for the original legs is a known weak point. It's just a weak aluminium casting, so they break. There's plenty of people on Dumbface that have written stories, oh, where do I get a new leg from because it's broken? And that's what breaks. This piece can come out of the end of the fascia because it's only held by this clamping nut here. So if that even gets remotely loose, this comes off. Anti-flap kit just sits onto this piece here. So that's why securing via anti-flap kit is not a good idea, because it is just literally sitting on there and has no strength to support the fascia. So that's why I have everything attached to the actual fascia of the awning, and I don't rely on this end cap at all other than for supporting the anti-flap kit, which we use every time we put the awning out. Again, the day you don't do it is the day you'll get that bit of wind that will decide it wants to damage things for you. I've had to replace this arm, and that was a little bit of an exercise, and it was very painful getting the new arm. Took over a year for it to arrive. There's plenty of other people that, with the mounting of the awning, still use the original leg. They find it beneficial to help them set the awning up and pack it away, and then they put a pole in like this. And other people have used, I think they're called a peggy peg, and it slides in here and then ropes down. They look pretty good. I don't know what they're rated to, and I've never used them. So others have, and they seem to be very happy with them. Please don't think that you're securing your awning by attaching to the anti-flap kit in any way, shape or form, because it's not securing your awning, and ultimately one day you will come back to a twisted mess of garbage attached to the side of your trailer. As I say, we were very lucky to catch this. If we were any further away than we were, it would have ended up on the other side. And you don't want to have to wait a year to get an arm for an awning because you didn't do something similar to this, or a peggy peg out here where you're securing the fascia to the ground and using some poles rather than just relying on the legs. We had a leg bend in a storm because, again, it couldn't handle the forces of the wind moving the awning up and down. Leg bent, and then instantly I had to get the drill out, drill holes, put poles in so that we, again, didn't get the awning damaged any further. So hopefully that helps you understand how and why I've done the modifications to Audrey that I have here for securing the awning. In very windy weather, this all works, and if I get worried, I just add an extra rope or two to more pegs and spread them around. And we've been in constant 25-kilometre-hour winds and had no issues. So lots and lots of torrential rain. So feeling like it's a pretty good solution at the moment.